Hi, I'm Ruby Walsh.
And I'm Marie Crowe, and you're very welcome to the Horse Racing Ireland Awards 2021.
And to get us underway, here's HRI CEO Suzanne Eade.
I'd just like to extend my warm congratulations to all our nominees for the HRI Awards this year. It's been an incredible year with great success at home and abroad for many owners, many trainers and many jockeys. I'm so sorry that we can't all be together this year, but in light of COVID, it is the right decision for us to host this event virtually. But we really look forward to being together once again at the end of 2022.
Absolutely. Well, Suzanne mentioned the incredible year it has been on the track for Irish racing. Let's get a quick reminder.
The one thing we can guarantee, the action, the quality, it will be as good as ever.
A blue tar is staying on strongly on the near side. Kimboy needs the line. A blue tar gets the line. He's done it. Darrell Keefe couldn't believe his eyes yesterday. He's won the saddles in most exciting fashion. Sharjah's going for the hat-trick on the near side for Patrick Mullins. Sharjah has won the Matheson Hurdle hat-trick.
Coco Beach has been stretched out up towards the line and is going to break his maiden over the big ones in the Goffs Triestin.
She's all class, she's unbeaten, she's 10 from 10. Words will not do her justice. It's Honeysuckle again for the Irish champion hurdle. Second on his last two runs, but Kimboy is back in the Grade 1 winners enclosure for Willie Mullins and his nephew Danny.
11 victories for Honeysuckle. She is the winner of the Unibet Champion Hurdle.
Drawing away the closing stages, emphatic, Monkfish takes the Brown Advisory. Heaven help us, runs riot to win the Coral Cup. Put the kettle on, wins again at the festival, and the mare fights them off to take the champion chase.
He makes every single yard for Danny Mullins, and Flooring Porter has won the Stayers Hurdle.
Manila Indo is all out, flat out, but he wins the Gold Cup.
Sky Ace for 600 is going to win a Grade 1. Free Winner Dillon is going to make all and win the Motorsports Irish National.
It's going to be another Irish win. Belfast Banter follows up his Cheltenham success.
Manila Times for J.P. McManus, Henry de Bromhead, and more significantly, Rachel Blackmore. History in the National, Manila Times wins.
Chacun Pour Soi is going to win the William Hill Champion Chase. Colreevy farewell, she's won it in style. A combination to define a generation. Honeysuckle has won the Irish Paddy Power Punchestown Champion Hurdle.
Master of the Seas far side, Master of the Seas, poetic flair in a photo. Mother Earth wins in the hands of Fragulatory.
Jim Bunder's going to win the Guineas, but who? McSweeney has won the Guineas for Rory Cleary. It's Helvick Freeman, 2-0, it's close.
But it's St Mark's Basilica who's won it, Aidan O'Brien's first Prix du Jockey Club.
Oh, game performance from Thundering Knights for Joseph O'Brien and Shane Cross. Snowfall, she did it by 16 lengths on soft ground at Epsom. Snowfall is the 15th filly to do back-to-back Oaks. Snowfall has won the Judgment Irish Oaks. Merwan, Dylan McMonagle are going to take the Easy Fix handicap. It's Sir Jack Thomas and Mikey Sheehy who are opening up clear. Sir Jack Thomas is going to take the mile. Royal Rendezvous has won the top plate for Paul Townend and Willie Mullins. Zelnier is stretching clear. Patrick for the hat-trick and the Gales Galway Hurdle. He's done it. No Speak Alexander and Pros galore to the line. No Speak Alexander just. St. Mark Basilica. Poetic Fleur is battling back the far side. It's tight to the line of the Champion Stakes. St. Mark Basilica's got there. Judge, please. That was close. Love might have held on, but Le Petit Coco gave her everything to do. But Romantic Proposal has got in front of the line in the Darmstadt Flying 5. And the Cobra Group St. Ledger goes to Sonny Boy Liston for Ben Cohen and Johnny Murta. Colin Keane has done it! The winning most at 127.
It's a Case of You closing with every stride ahead of Vals. I'll be joined by Case of You.
It is going to be Hatton's Grace hat-trick for Honeysuckle, who's done it again for Rachel Blackmore and Henry de Bromhead.
Oh, so many amazing days, and take your pick, because over the course of the next 50 minutes, the stars that made 2021 shine on the racecourse will get their just reward, and we look forward to chatting to some and surprising a few others. Marie, who's first?
Well, Ruby, the first award is the National Hunt Achievement Award, and the nominees are Gavin Cromwell, Peter Fahey, the Flynn family, John Shark Hanlon, Paul Hennessy, Jack Kennedy, Dermot McLaughlin, and Patrick Mullins. This looks a tough heat, and Jane Mangan has the winner in her sights.
Thanks, guys. Well, from the comfort of a cosy studio to a cool, crisp winter's day here in County Kilkenny, I'm here to meet a man behind one of racing's most heartwarming stories and his mare that proved that dreams can come true. Let's go in. Paul Hennessy, we're here in Gorn on a cold winter's day with your Billie Jean.
Yes.
Many people will have wanted 2021 to end, but you will always have fond memories.
Yeah, unbelievable. What happened to us this year is just, you couldn't even dream it happen. No matter even know how wild a dream you'd like to have. What has happened with her and us this year has just been remarkable.
Yeah, we really should say Billie Jean, of course, is Heaven Help Us,
yeah.
And very well named at that. Obviously, this year was so unusual. You ended up going there on your own,
Yeah,
leading her up yourself.
yeah, the whole 9 years.
Richard rode her,
Yeah.
credit to him. And where did
Yeah.
Paul Hennessy watch the race?
I watched it, you know, when you come out to shoot, you have to stand there, all the guys leading up have to stand at a certain place. It's just after the last hurdle.
Yes,
You
little
know.
triangle.
Yeah, there, and sure, it was mad. And she was in front all the way, and then you're wondering, did you go too early or too quick or too whatever, but...
Horse joined you down the hill and...
Yeah, when she jumped the third last and he kind of stumbled slightly, she went a half length up on him, so I we haven't, because I knew she wasn't going to stop then, you know. And Richie just did the rest from there, then they took off the two of them and away they went, and gosh, it was amazing. We were in our own little zone, do you know what I mean? Like, couldn't believe what was after happening. It's like someone handing you the lotto ticket and saying you're after winning it, you know.
You've given a lot of people a lot of belief that it can be done, and that is the beauty of this story. And we brought a gift for the mayor, okay? Now, you're telling me that Heaven Help Us, or also known as Billie Jean, doesn't like carrots. No, but there may well be something in there for you too if you have a look.
Lay around me now, but I've tried her breaking them up and everything, and...
Well, no, there might be something in there for Susan or yourself there.
What?
Yeah, if you just have a dig in there. Go on, jeez, these poor lads, keep digging there.
We better take the carrots out, had we?
Paul Hennessy, to cap off what has been a wonderful and inspiring story, and the story isn't over yet.
I'll kill you.
You, congratulations, have won the National Hunt Achievement Award from Horse Racing Ireland, because this was a story not only in racing, but it was one of the best Irish sporting stories of 2021. The underdogs, the rookies, and their mare can go to Cheltenham and conquer the very biggest stage. Billie Jean has got shy all of a sudden, but she and her story have inspired so many people. Paul's never going to trust me again, but I don't mind.
That's for her. This
is just to cap off what has been a brilliant year. And Paul, for your family and yourself, how does it feel?
Look, it just never ends.
I remember coming...
She always stays in one piece, because, you know, without her, I always maintain I've Susan and I've 5 daughters. My mother, thank God, is still alive, and she's the same as the family. So I've that many women in my life, and none of them are jealous of her, which is great.
That's the moral
We all
daddy
love
story.
her very much, do you know what I mean? She's just super special. So
she's more than a horse.
Yeah, she is, yeah.
Moral of the story, Paul, surround yourself with good women.
You're a rascal.
Many congratulations.
Thank you.
The National Hunt Achievement Award.
Unbelievable.
Congratulations to Paul Hennessy, our National Hunt Achievement Award winner. But Jane Mangan, my idea of a comfortable studio would definitely have a couch and a chair. I wouldn't be standing up. But anyway, now to the National Hunt Award, and the nominees are Henry de Bromhead, Willie Mullins, Darragh O'Keefe, Paul Townend. And the winner is, if I really have to open this envelope, I think if I didn't open it and just gave it to who I think should get it, that would do.
No, I would definitely tell on you.
It is, of course, Henry de Bromhead. So we're delighted to be joined live from Knockeen, County Waterford, by our award winner, Henry de Bromhead. Henry, the bad news is there's only 15 days left in 2021. How have you not managed to get the whole thing extended? You've achieved everything else this year.
Yeah, that'd be it. Yeah, absolutely. It's been a pretty good year now, I must say. So for us, and yeah, look, we'll see what 22 brings. But if it's anything like 21, we'll be very happy.
Yeah, 21 was amazing. We might as well go back to March, back to Cheltenham, the empty Cheltenham that it was. But the week that you had, you probably are going to say, like everybody else, I'd have taken one winner and gone home. But you went there with a team of horses in incredible form, and every ball bounced for you. It must have just been dreamland.
Yeah, it was. You know, like as you say, we're going there hoping we'd get one, and so hard to get a winner there, and then for it to end up like it did, as you say, everything fell right for us more or less, and it was just an incredible week. Yeah, one we'll remember forever.
And no doubt you will. Champion Hurdle, Champion Chase, Gold Cup. I'm not going to ask you to pick one highlight, but it must have been some feeling to watch your two horses round off the bend in the Gold Cup, going side by side.
Oh, yeah, very much so. Of course, I had to worry about album photo in behind until they were about 20 yards from the line. But no, it was incredible. Like, these are races I never dreamt I'd win when we started training. And yeah, you know, it's just stuff to savor. It's unreal. Brilliant for everyone here. Brilliant for all our clients that support us. It was an incredible time.
You obviously floated home from Cheltenham and you probably hadn't landed on the ground by the time you were back in Aintree. Things weren't quite going as well that week as they had been going in Cheltenham. But lo and behold, when they're heading to the last fence in the Grand National, it's Henry de Bromhead all over again. I mean, could you believe what was happening?
No, as everyone knows, like I live in a pretty negative world. And no, I couldn't. I mean, I couldn't even believe we had 3 going out on the second circuit, you know, and obviously we lost Chris's Dream about 5 from home, I think it was. But to see the other 2, Manila Times tipping away up near the front and Balco coming through, it was just incredible. And the pair of them then up the run-in, you know, it's like I say, dreamt of winning these races, and to actually be doing it is amazing.
It is amazing. And I thought possibly the most amazing part of it all was Honeysuckle at Punchestown. I mean, it wasn't your week, things weren't bouncing, yet she just goes and delivers, and that's what champions do, isn't it?
Yeah, she's incredible, isn't she? She's just, like, even to be associated with her is, we're incredibly lucky. She's an unbelievable mare. There's kind of run out of superlatives for her and the year we had, to be honest. But she just never lets you down. She's, you know, I don't know, even last year, her first run last year, I nearly let her down. You know, I'd left her a bit short, but again, she just gets you out of trouble. She's an incredible mare. Obviously, her pilot is pretty incredible as well, and they're a deadly combination.
They most certainly are that. The year is nearly up, Henry, but you still have a few more chances to add to your amazing haul. You're going to split Manila Indo and that Plutard at Christmas. We saw him in Haydock. He was wonderful. You must be really excited in Knockeen about the end of the year.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, we've plenty of nice ones, you know, plenty of nice targets to aim for with them. We've got Indo going for the King George, Plutard going for the Savills Chase, amongst a good few others. So you know how competitive it is, how hard it is to win, but we'll do our best and see how we go.
Well, the very best of luck to you. And that wry smile just gave away how happy you are with those horses.
Thanks very much.
Now, some of the horses mentioned there by Ruby and Henry, Honeysuckle, Manila Indo, Bob Ollinger, along with many other stars, began their careers in the point-to-point field. So our next honour, the Point-to-Point Award, takes on more relevance year on year. So, who are the nominees? Colin Bowe, Pat Doyle, John Nallen, and Barry O'Neill. Out in the field for us and ready to spring a surprise is a man fluent in all things point-to-point, Richard Pugh.
Thanks, guys. I'm here at the Manila Hotel in County Tipperary. I'm about to walk in to meet John Nallen, who thinks I'm here to talk about buying foals at Tattersalls Ireland, but of course, we know better. Let's see how we get on. Follow me. Well, John.
Richard, how are you?
Good to see you.
Welcome to Clonmel.
How are you getting on? Thank you.
Good.
All good?
Good.
Thanks for having us this morning.
Great, grand. Welcome to Manila.
Oh, look, I've been in the Manila many times over the years, but I'm taking obviously this year with Manila Times and Manila Indo. When the Manila colours land over the last, outside of the commercial, what does it mean?
That's unbelievable. Like, it's just like the you're like, you know, to go around the hotel there, the picture, you see the pictures outside there. Like, I'll be going around here in the night time, you're looking, tears still come in my eyes. I see on my own, I look at the picture, like, how did I do that? Like, you know, I mean, I gave years going to Cheltenham when I was a young lad, like, and you'd be looking at the horses, and you'd be saying, or you'd be looking at the horses in point to point. You say, I wonder, would you have a horse good enough to enter in Cheltenham? Would you have a horse good enough to go? Like, to think that you had a horse good enough to go and win a Gold Cup, like, it's fairy tale stuff, like, you know.
I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to watch Manila Indo winning the Gold Cup, and I'd love you to talk through what it meant to you as the horse, as the race was developing, because we're going to take it from the top of the hill. We've all seen what it's like at this key fence at the top of the hill. Then they swing down the hill into the dip. What's John Nallen thinking here when it's looking a live possibility?
But I'm sitting here on my own because I look at the racing on my own, you know, and the tears are running down my eyes, you know.
Even at this stage?
Even at this stage.
Even at this stage.
You know, I mean, I said this horse is up for it. This horse is, like, once he jumped 3 fences that day, I said, this horse is on the ball, he's away, you know. He'll stay galloping, he'll stay jumping, you know.
And you see Rachel having a go to come at him now in a moment.
Yeah,
Were you worried?
No, I said this fella stay going. He's after coming up the hill twice. Like, you know, like he 3 runs. He's beaten that much in 1 and wins 2. Like, you know, he's
just there. Is that the moment where you think
that's the moment that might want to win the Gold Cup? You know, this like, my heart now like was, you know, I don't need any angiogram anyway. Like, you know, my heart was just, you know, he just. So he gave it.
And Rachel's made a mistake there. So at this moment in time, you're thinking they're coming to the final fence of the Gold Cup. Just try and describe to me what you're thinking right now.
Unbelievable. So I wasn't able to look. The tears running down my eyes, like just like.
Hi John, I hear you're watching that race again. Fantastic. I've watched it many times myself, as I'm sure you have. What a day, what an achievement to win the Gold Cup with Manila Indo, a horse that you started with in Drummahan in that point-to-point. Well, as you probably know, you've been nominated for the Point-to-Point Award this year. And I'm delighted to tell you you've actually won it. Congratulations, very well deserved, and here's to many more in the future. Well done, John.
Manila Indo is all out, flat out, but he wins the Gold Cup!
Caught me again.
John Nallen, he won the Gold Cup. You have won the 2021 HRI Point-to-Point Award. You're a wonderful promoter of the sport.
Thanks very much.
You're a spokesperson for the sport. You've hosted us here for the Point-to-Point Award so many times. You've produced some top-class horses. It is my absolute pleasure to present this to you today.
Thanks very much. Thanks,
John.
Thanks. It's unreal to be like, when you look at the people that have won this before and to be associated with it, it's unbelievable. Like, you know, to look at the people that have won this award going back and to think that you're there going to Point-to-Points, you're a child and.
A very worthy winner. It was by popular vote, and delighted for you. Great year, and I hope a great end to a great year.
Please God, yeah, thanks very much. Thank you. Mighty.
Well, that was John Nallen sitting in the poshest field in Ireland with Richard Pugh, but congratulations to him. Now, sadly, 2021 saw Irish racing and breeding say goodbye to too many great friends. Arieshe Gareva Anam.
Our next award is the Emerging Talent Award from a year where so much fresh new talent burst onto the scene. And here are the nominees. Dylan Brown McMonigal, Sam Ewing, Shane Fitzgerald, Jordan Gainford, Mikey Sheehy.
And the winner is Dylan Brown McMonigal. And I'm thrilled to say Dylan Brown McMonigal has joined me on the line too. Dylan, congratulations. It's not that many years ago I was giving you a Young Sports Star of the Year award in Letterkenny. In a very short space of time, you have come an awful long way.
Yeah, Ruby, it's been great. Thanks very much. Things have just snowballed from then. I got started off on the rules and assigned on to Joseph, and things have been going great since, thank God. And I've rode plenty of winners since then, and I've grown a few inches taller, I'm sure.
You must certainly have grown a few inches since then, Dylan. But look, as you said, you've signed on to Joseph. You're in Joseph's, but it's a competitive place to be. You're not the only apprentice there. It's a yard full of apprentices.
For sure, it's very competitive. Obviously, Joseph gives us a fair share of it. He spreads the rides out very fairly, but it is very competitive. You have to be at the top of your level every day. You go out there and you just have to keep improving for sure.
You obviously need to bounce of the ball to get on the right horse on the right day and things to happen for you. But if you were to say there's one horse that got me up the pecking order in Piltown, which horse would it be?
It's definitely Baron Samedi. He's given me plenty of good days so far and given me my biggest winner to date. I got to ride him in the Irish St. Ledger as well, obviously, and I was third on him, so got to go to Ascot. I've got some great days out of him, and thanks to Lech Racing, the owners, for putting the faith in me and putting me up as well. It's definitely a massive help when you're on good horses like that.
When you were leaving Donegal and moving to South Kilkenny, could you have imagined riding a horse like Baron Samedi in the St. Ledger while still claiming, still an apprentice?
Definitely not. They're the things you dream of, and you always hope to ride in those big races. But I never thought so early that it was going to happen. Obviously, you love to hope and think that it will down the line sometime, but I never thought that I get the opportunity to have so young, while I'm still claiming. So it's been great, and just a massive thanks to all the team.
You've obviously had some more experiences. You were in Ascot on Champions Day, even managed to put Frankie Dettori in his place. How did you feel after that altercation? It was pretty widespread. I thought you'd done the right thing on the day, but how did that affect you?
It didn't really affect me much at all. It's all about learning. You need to be at the top of your game in those big days, and you can't give anyone an inch for sure. And I definitely learned loads from that. And I'm moving forward to have that behind me and have the experience of riding on a big stage against the best riders in the world. It's definitely a massive help going forward, but it's all about learning, and it wouldn't be possible without getting all the opportunities, and it's definitely a massive help when you're riding at the biggest stage.
It is a massive help. Congratulations, and I think the rest of the Wareham learned that day that Dylan Brown McMonigal won't be giving you an inch. Congratulations, Dylan Brown McMonigal.
Thanks very much, Ruby. Thank you.
Well done to Dylan. What a season, Ruby. You must be feeling old.
I am, Marie, yeah. I'm feeling old quite a while now.
Are the jockeys getting younger, or are you just looking older?
Both.
Now it's time for the Flat Achievement Award, a category packed with some serious achievement in 2022. This year, the nominees are Jim and Jackie Bulger, Rory Cleary, Ben Cohen, Aido McGuinness, Noel Meade, Eddie Lynham, and Paddy Toomey. And the winner is a very happy Aido McGuinness, who sent us this message.
I'm delighted to accept this Flat Achievement Award from HRI for the year. I've had a wonderful year, most memorable year I'd probably ever have in my life. I would like to thank everybody who supported me through the year, all my owners, all my staff who've been brilliant. It wouldn't happen without them. All my family, my wife, everybody who has supported me. I suppose the highlights of my year was probably winning my first ever Group 1 in France. It's a day I will never ever forget. We had a brilliant time, and the occasion, the way we won it and everything, it was just something unreal. Going to the Breeders' Cup this year was a great experience for us all, owners, staff, everybody. And back to Galway this year, winning the Galway Mile a third time in a row was just unbelievable for my owners and for myself. And winning the Honora Handicap as well was another big highlight for me for the year. And we won another Premier on Derby Day as well. So they were great, memorable days for the year. And then, as I said, we won plenty of other races through the year, which was probably a surreal year for me and all my staff.
I think Edo McGuinness absolutely encaptured his own season there in his own words. But now it's time for the Flat Award, a category packed with nominees of global renown. And they are Jessica Harrington, Colin Keane, Johnny Murtagh, Aidan O'Brien, and if you have Aidan, you're going to have Joseph. So the winner is Colin Keane. And Colin Keane joins us now. Colin, many congratulations. Another spectacular year for you.
Thanks, Ruby. No, brilliant year. Unbelievable, so it was from start to finish. And no, we were a lot of people to thank, so we're very grateful.
I know there mightn't have been a Shishkin or an Even So this year, but you did have Helvig Dream, and would he have been the standout day, I suppose, for you in a year that just never slowed down?
Yeah, he probably is. I suppose he got closer to Broome from run to run, and I thought we were a little bit unlucky the time before that. Maybe we got there a little bit soon on him, so we tried to rectify that, and thankfully he had his head there at the right time on the day.
I know you're probably not the kind of guy that puts numbers or targets on what you want to achieve in any particular year, but could you have foreseen in April that by the end of the year you'd ride 140 winners? Could you have imagined it? Could you have foreseen it? Was it an aim?
Oh, definitely not. No, as I say, we start out each year to try and beat the previous year's tally. So, like each year, we're hoping to get to the 100 mark, because usually you'll be bang there to be fighting out champion jockey with that. So to get to 141 was just unbelievable. So it's next year I'll be worried about now after this year.
I was just thinking that. How do you plan on beating 141 next year?
I don't know will it be done, but sure, look, we'll see what happens, and look, hopefully we're in a similar sort of position next year.
You obviously have a great relationship with your boss, Ger Lyons, and many other yards that backed up behind you. But for yourself and Ger, with the opening day of Champions Weekend been your best day?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it was his first time back in a race course since COVID happened as well. 4 winners, one of the biggest weekends in Ireland, if not even in the world, in flat racing. So no, it was an unbelievable day as well.
And at the final day of the season, to get on to 140 and then on to 141, I was there when Yaxini won the November Handicap, and all your friends and family were there with you. Was that a kind of a milestone afternoon for you to put a round figure, get over a round figure like that?
Yeah, we were hoping to try and get to the round figure, but then we went one better. But as you say, having all our friends and family there back, because they were there the first year we won it, and it was a very memorable day. And obviously last year with COVID they couldn't come, but thankfully this year they were allowed, and the atmosphere was unbelievable.
It most certainly was. Colin, obviously it's Dundalk for the winter. Any other plans for you? Are you freshening yourself up for March and you're going to try and beat this 141?
No, just tip away at Dundalk now. We're going away on holidays in January, and then I'll lead road to being back here, please God.
Well, I'd say the holiday is richly deserved. Thanks a million for taking our call, and congratulations.
Thanks, Ruby. Thank you.
Ruby, I hope you're nice to all these young jockeys now when you're on the telly.
Why wouldn't I be?
Well,
I'm always nice.
At least you say it to their face.
Maybe.
That's fair enough. Now it's time for the Ride of the Year award, a prize decided by you, the public, and we've had a huge reaction to the online voting. So thanks to all of you who voted, and you did so on 6 super rides from 2021. 3 from the flat, chosen by Fran Berry, and 3 from the jumps, picked by Davy Russell. And those nominees are Dara O'Keefe and A Plus Tard, Rory Cleary and Max Swinney, Hugh Morgan and Young Dev, Colin Keane and Helvic Dream, Ricky Doyle and Freewheelin' Dylan, and Chris Hayes and Romantic Proposal.
I did vote, and I voted for Hugh Morgan and Young Dev, but we'll see who the winner is, Marie. It's Dara O'Keefe, A Plus Tard. But before we catch up with Dara, let's remind ourselves just why his ride on A Plus Tard was your favourite.
A Plus Tard, ridden by Dara O'Keefe, winning the Savills Chase at Leopardstown last Christmas.
Walking down to the start, he's in similar colours to the horse in front of him, but he's wearing the first colours. Rachel is after choosing Manila Indo for the same stable. Dara has taken a conscious decision to go down the inside, cut all the corners. You know, viewing it on the television, the winner's going to come from the first 2. The other 2 are off the bridle. You know, Dara's run, hit him a slap there now and just wakes up his ideas. But here, you just sense Dara sees something, he feels something, he's feeling something that we're not really seeing.
Talk started last. Young rider, do you go for broke or you just let the horse come to you?
He done a very interesting thing there. He still tucked in behind Kenboy. He still hasn't pulled him out for the full effort.
Fully committed.
Yeah, now he's going to pull away from Kenboy. He's going to pull up on the outside and he's going to give everything that he's got to go and try and nab the race on the line. Look, he loses his style a little bit, which is fine, but bang.
Well, I'm delighted to be joined from his home in Mallow, County Cork by Dara O'Keefe. Dara, congratulations, a great honour to win.
Yeah, thanks, Ruby. It's brilliant. You know, as soon as I got nominated, it was great, and you know, you'd never think that you'd actually win it. But when I found out the news, it's a great honour, and I'm delighted to receive the award.
Let me take you back almost 12 months to the Savills Chase. It's day 3 of the Leopardstown Christmas Festival. You're riding A Plus Tard. He's running to 4-3 to over 2 miles to 3 miles in the Savills Chase. And Henry the Bromhead lets you drop one in. That must have been music to your ears. Yeah, look, it was great. And obviously kind of Manila Indo was in it as well. And, you know, he was near enough favourite on the day. But, you know, my lad, as you said, he was stepping up to 3 miles. He had one go over the trip as a novice after Cheltenham. And, you know, I suppose some people say that he didn't stay that day. But, you know, I suppose he was after a long enough season. And, you know, after running into 4-3 and that, I think they decided to step him up and trip again and see. And, you know, it was brilliant on the day. I got great instructions. Just drop him in and, you know, he said go around the inside and take a chance and, you know, come up, run or one run then at the end if we're able. When you went away from the stands, obviously Manila Indo fell at the first one, Delta Work went at the second, and you're facing into the back straight, Mellon, Kenboy, they're starting to slip on and you're quite a bit off the pace. Were you a little nervous then that maybe you wouldn't peg those 2 Willie Mullins horses back? Yeah, definitely, and I could see that they were both jumping really well. But like when I set off at the start of the race, you know, I set off to follow Paul Townend on Allaho, and I remember in the parade ring with Rachel and Henry, they had said, you know, that they were going to be very handy on Manila Indo, you know, even sit up sides in front, and you know, they were only a couple of lengths in front of me, so I knew we must have been going a really strong gallop. But you know, I was getting more worried, I'd say, you know, as soon as I kind of joined Paul Townend at the second last, and then I could see I still had, you know, plenty of ground to make up on the other 2. So, you know, I was starting to get nervous then, or starting to panic then a bit, all right. And even going to the last, obviously the horses in front both jumped it really well. A Plus Tard didn't really land galloping. Were you thinking, oh no, if I flew that I would have got there, or were you thinking, I still have a chance?
You know, it's funny enough, kind of going down to the last, I was really banking on a jump, and I was kind of, you know, hoping to meet it on a good stride. But, you know, as soon as we kind of got inside the wings, then there was nothing there. But, you know, it's still it's still a long run in from the last to the winning line in Leopardstown. And, you know, even when I landed at the back of the last, I said, you know, I still have a chance. You know, I couldn't have said that I was going to win, but, you know, I as soon as we even kind of got a half furlong down, I really felt him picking up underneath me. And, you know, as I said, we needed the winning line to be where it was in the day, but thankfully we got there.
And it's the only place you get paid. Well done, Dara O'Keefe. You're having a wonderful season. Long may it continue. Dara, thanks a million for taking our call, and congratulations.
Cheers. Thank you, Ruby.
Congratulations to Dara O'Keefe. Now, it's time for an award that has often fallen the way of equine greats, the Horse Racing Ireland Horse of the Year Award. And this year, the horses in contention are Chacun Pour Soi, Flooring Porter, Honeysuckle, Manila Indo, Poetic Flair, Snowfall, and St. Mark's Basilica. And the winner is Honeysuckle. Now I'm thrilled to be joined by Honeysuckle's owner, Kenny Alexander. Kenny, congratulations. It's been an absolutely spectacular year for you and for Honeysuckle, culminating in an award like this.
Yeah, I mean, it couldn't have gone better. I mean, it's like a dream come true. She remains unbeaten. She keeps racking up the grade ones. And look, she's an amazing horse. And the way she's been trained by Henry is I think I've said it before, an absolute masterclass, I would say. And obviously she's Rachel riser to absolute perfection. And yeah, it's been an amazing year. She's an amazing horse, quite frankly. Best horse I've said many a time that I've ever owned and will ever own, I would suspect. And you know, it's been unbelievable.
So when you got into National Hunt, it was to build a band of broodmares. Did you ever, in your wildest dreams, imagine that you would have a horse like Honeysuckle?
No, I've watched racing for a long time, since it was about 8 or 9. It was very, very early age. I've gone to racing since a very early age. I've been at Cheltenham. I've seen Cavega win multiple mare races. I've seen Annie Power, I've seen Apple's Jade, seen Vroom Vroom Mag, seen Benedict Down, thinking it'd be what it'd be like to own a mare as good as them, and now, yeah, I've got one as good as them. So yeah, when I start off buying these mares, you know, you can never dream you're going to get one as good as that, you know, quite frankly, and never can imagine. So yeah, it's living the dream in terms of National Hunt ownership, quite frankly.
It's been such a tricky year for everyone. She did win 4 Grade 1s. What was it like not being able to be there for all of the big moments?
Yeah, I mean, it's quite tough, but it's the same for everyone. Nobody was there for really any of them, to be quite frank. Although I did get to the last one. And had a great day at Fairhouse. I mean, hats off to the course. I had a fantastic time. I went over there with family and friends, and I think, you know, had made up for maybe the ones we didn't get to see. But even when you couldn't get there, you know, tried to thoroughly enjoyed it. It was an amazing thrill. Drank plenty, had plenty of fun, and yeah. Probably helped my liver, the fact that I wasn't really at all the race meetings to some degree. But yeah, no, it still was great, and it's the same for everyone. So you couldn't go. But you know, as I say, I got to the last one, and hopefully, touch wood, be able to go to watch her in the coming months, if we're allowed. Hopefully, we will be.
Yeah, hopefully we will. So, what was that feeling like in Ferryhouse in the parade ring after the Hatton's Grace?
Relief, I think, because we weren't sure we were going to run. It was touch and go, I think, till about probably till after about the second race, I think, where I think Henry was very worried about the ground. But then you're just worried because it's the first time out for the season. I personally think you never know if they're going to come back in the same form as they were in the previous years. Henry was saying she was in very good form, and he's the best judge. But yeah, I mean, in the winners' enclosure afterwards, it was a great reception. It just made me realise how popular she is with Irish racing fans, and I maybe pay the training fees, but I think they really own her in some respects. I mean, they really love her to bits, and showed you how passionate they are about National Hunt Racing and how much they love that horse, and obviously. Obviously big fans of Rachel as well, on top of her and Henry. So yeah, it was a great day. Probably arguably the best day of racing I've had, actually, because I think a lot of my managed to get a lot of family and friends there who possibly weren't there at Cheltenham a couple of years before. So yeah, couldn't beat it. Never to be forgotten, really. Never to be forgotten. And good fun in Dublin the night thereafter. It was great. Highly recommend it.
Thank you so much for taking our call, and congratulations again.
Yeah, this is a trophy. It's a fantastic trophy. Thanks very much for having it, and have a good Christmas, and keep yourself safe and healthy. And
thanks, Kenny.
Kick on. Cheers.
Kenny Alexander there, owner of Honeysuckle, the horse of the year for 2021. And we look forward to seeing her at the Dublin Racing Festival in February.
We most certainly will. Now to the Irish Racing Hero Award, and after a year that will be captured in a few weeks in a feature-length RTE documentary, never mind shortlistings for the BBC World Sports Star of the Year and the RTE Sports Personality of the Year Award, 2021 was the year of Rachel Blackmore. And she is the Irish Racing Hero for 2021. Congratulations, Rachel. And Marie caught up with our Hero Award winner.
So Rachel, you have won the 2021 Irish Racing Hero Award. What does winning awards mean to someone like you, who is so busy and competing at the top level week after week?
It's an incredible honour, to be honest. This award is very special. It's been won by some very special people in the past, and to be honoured like this in your industry, in the people that you work with every day, it's just incredible.
Well, it's well deserved, because you've had an absolutely incredible year. Do you have a highlight?
Oh, look, it was an unbelievable year, but highlight is definitely the Grand National, I think. It was just an incredible moment, the feeling of winning that race. It's got a race with so much history, and yeah, look, that definitely stands out, closely followed by Cheltenham, obviously.
So whether you like it or not now, everybody knows your name, everybody knows who you are. Has life changed for you? Can you feel that there's been a change?
Yeah, the postman is definitely busier anyway, since last March. Look, things are a little bit different. If I rang up a random restaurant looking for a reservation, they might, clue your name a bit. No, look, it's brilliant.
Yeah, well, as I said at the start as well, it's so well deserved because of the year that you've had. Now, let's take a look back on some of it. So, when did it all kick off for you? Do you think? Like, is there a moment where you thought, okay, this is going to be a good year for me? 2021, it could be Rachel Blackmore's year.
Yeah, I don't know. Look, I suppose things in Cheltenham. I went to Cheltenham with very good rides, but the same calibre, we'll say, as I did the year before. Honeysuckle won the year before, which was fantastic, but there was plenty of them that hit the crossbar and were disappointing. So, going this year, I had a serious book of horses to ride, and like every year, you're hoping one of them can win. But I suppose a lot of things just fell in my favour, and the ball bounced from me right all week, and all week except for the Gold Cup. Look, it was a fantastic week, and it was unbelievable.
Is it simple as that though, Rachel, that you just got the rub of the green, things fell your way? Like, did you do anything different, even like mindset wise, how you applied yourself? Did you set different goals? Was there anything that you did differently, or did it really come down to luck?
I don't know. Look, I suppose I had every time you ride in Cheltenham, you know the place a bit better. You're learning every time you go out there. So maybe I had the experience of the year before behind me. I didn't feel any different going into it. I didn't consciously do anything different. But yeah, look, you do need a lot of things to work out in your favour in racing as well. Like it's all about the horses you get on, and I was very lucky this year in the horses I rode.
Your injury, Rachel, as well. So like that was obviously a huge setback, and even the scale of it, the hip and the foot, trying to recover almost 2 different injuries must have been a real challenge.
Yeah, look, it wasn't ideal, but look, I was very grateful it happened when it did. It's an inevitable fact when you're a jump jockey, you're going to get injured, you're going to get hurt, and I was just very grateful it happened in the summer, and I was back for, my main aim was to try and get back for Honeysuckle. I got back well in time for her, and you're delighted when, not that you're delighted, but these things are going to happen, and I was just relieved it happened when it did.
I'd say if you hadn't got back, you wouldn't have been too happy if there was someone else on Honeysuckle.
No, look, that'd been extremely hard to watch, and hopefully, touch wood, that never happens.
Rachel Blackmore there. I have to say, I really enjoyed catching up with her, Ruby. I'd say she's my favourite ever jockey.
Yeah, funny enough now, I'm doing Game On, 2.5 years with you, and I've never heard you say I really enjoyed that.
That's because she was nice to me. Should try it sometime.
All right. I will. But thinking about it, Marie, and we did it on the radio in 2020, seeing is believing was the slogan for the promotion of women in sport. Do you think Rachel will have inspired many girls not connected to racing to follow in her footsteps?
Yeah, I think she's going to have inspired a huge generation, like just so many girls and boys as well, because of what she's done. Like she's put racing really on the map in terms of mainstream. Like she has affected how young girls will see themselves if they do want to be a jockey, but boys as well, because, she has broken down barriers, glass ceilings. Not everybody will have the opportunities that maybe the likes of you will have had when they were growing up, but they'll see her and think, well, I can do exactly what she did as well. But what she's done, and I know it's what she likes to talk about when you ask her about women in sport, is that she will have done something now that will have changed the landscape, but will also mean that the next person, and there will be another woman, the next woman that does it, it won't be news anymore because she'll have done it. She'll have broken that glass ceiling, and that's what she wanted to achieve, and she certainly did that.
She most certainly did.
She really did. So circumstances dictate that we've had to stay virtual this year. So instead of handing out awards at a ceremony and congratulating the winners in person, the Minister for Agriculture, Food and the Marine, Charlie McConalogue, has instead sent us these thoughts.
Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, it's a great pleasure to join you for the Horse Racing Ireland Annual Awards. When it comes to international success, big moments in other sporting fields come and go, but Irish racing continues to be an enduring success. In 2021, we had 20 winners at Cheltenham. Rachel Blackmore was the leading jockey and was the first female to win the Aintree Grand National. There were also notable successes abroad on the flat. This year, Brian Kavanagh stepped down as CEO of Horse Racing Ireland. And I want to take this opportunity to thank him for the supreme effort he gave to Horse Racing Ireland. I congratulate his successor, Susanna Eade, and wish her every success. I extend my congratulations to all the award winners. There is one very special award to come, and as I'm privy to the winner, I recognise the extraordinary contribution this person has made to the industry and add my congratulations on being a well-deserving winner. Finally, it is important that I take this opportunity to remind everyone in the industry that our hard-earned reputation as a global leader is fragile. We are always just around the corner from the next crisis, and we must take every proactive step to not only protect but to enhance our reputation. This reputation has been hard earned through the hard work, skill and dedication of so many in the industry. On a number of occasions this year, we sailed too close to the wind for my liking, and we must redouble our efforts in 2022 to safeguard our reputation. On behalf of the government and my department, I wish you all a very happy Christmas and all the very best for 2022. Thank you very much.
Thanks to Minister McConalogue for that. And as he hinted there, our contribution to the industry award is up next.
And it goes to a very special person, the Senior Medical Officer of the IHRB, Dr. Jennifer Pugh. Jennifer Pugh played a pivotal role in keeping Irish racing going throughout the pandemic and is a very worthy winner of this year's award. The lengths we had to go to keep this a surprise from Dr. Pugh was pretty epic as well. When we joined the conversation, Jennifer is being interviewed by RTE's Brian Gleeson and thinks she is there to talk about Rachel Blackmore winning the Racing Hero Award. But watch out, Blackmore's about.
Not sure even at that stage she or any of us would have anticipated that this is where the journey would lead her to.
When did you really say to yourself, this lady?
Jen.
Hi Rachel.
You think you're here to talk about me, but you're here for a much more important reason.
Oh God.
I'm sorry to do this to you. Come on, follow me.
Oh no.
Follow me. I know, just follow me. I'll protect you.
I didn't mean to stitch you.
I'll protect you.
Oh no.
Come on. It's okay.
Oh, Rachel Blackmore.
Go. I have you. This way.
Oh God. This to you kill me.
I know. It's not enjoyable. How do you go? You have to go on your own
Without Jennifer Pugh, we wouldn't be where we are today in racing. Her way of dealing with people, she has great empathy, she's very kind, she's very understanding, she's just a great person.
You know, there's 40 or 50 jockeys, maybe more in there, that need someone to look after us all the time. It's our job to go out and try win, possibly hit the deck a few times, and she puts us back together, and you know, she'll always have a smile on her face and always there to help you. It's just fantastic to have someone like that for us.
Look, I met Jennifer in 2002 and she wanted to be a doctor at the races, and then throughout that period she thought, looked at Adrian McGoldrick's job and thought, I wonder, you know, someday wouldn't that be great to do it. So to see her here today having achieved those life goals and be recognised for them, it's enormous. It's a lifetime ambition really for her, and I've enjoyed every day of it.
Oh, sure, it's everything. She was tailor-made for the job. She's been there, she's done it all. We grew up ponies, horses, point-to-point racing. She's done it all, and then she's obviously worked very hard in her career, and to be able to combine both in this way, sure, it's just the ideal job for her. I'm going to say for the last 18 months there's been very little that's happened in racing that I haven't known about with all the protocols and all that we've had, so I didn't think at any stage I'd be caught out quite like I was. But to come out then and see my family, my two boys, my husband, my mother and father are here, my brothers and sisters and my in-laws are here, so it's just been such, my heart's still thumping, to be honest. It's been an incredible half hour.
There's one thing being the chief medical officer for, you know, her primary role is to look after the health and well-being of our jockeys. Suddenly she's thrown into an environment where she's now responsible for the people in the industry, the wider community, and keeping the industry going and keeping people's livelihoods in place. That's a lot of pressure on one individual, and I know she works within a team, but that's the kind of impact she's had on our industry in the last 18 months.
She's been like a bionic woman to be working 24 hours, 7 days a week, and the phone calls between trying to get the health screening right and the patience to listen to everyone. I don't know how she does it. She's unbelievable.
Jennifer is an absolute star because she has so much common sense and she's able to get things running, and she's done a great job in keeping racing going.
She is unreal. It didn't matter if you rang her at 2 o'clock in the morning or 6 o'clock in the morning. She was always there for you. She's a great person. She deserves Sports Person of the Year.
Can't be underestimated what Jennifer's done over the last 18 months for the whole industry.
But I have huge support. You know, those two little boys of mine, you know, the line for the last 18 months of my phone ring when I'm with them, don't answer it, Mum, don't answer it, because they know it just did ring continuously through all of the last few months. So they've been fabulous, and Richard as well is fully behind and fully supportive of what we've set out to achieve.
A lot of people think they know why she got the award today for all the racing difficulties that we've had. I suppose from my point of view, in the context of watching all of that, her ability to be the mother she has been to Christopher and Connor, that's what I think that's awards for.
You know, I look back at other people who may have received this award. I don't think it's anything I'd ever would have aspired to, because like that I just set out to do my work and to do it well. But it's a wonderful feeling to have had that recognition from everybody, and you know, to boot. So it's amazing.
That was great. Well done to Jennifer and to all the people behind the scenes who made that magic moment happen.
Exactly. And well done to all the award winners. And congratulations on an incredible year. From my distinguished guest and myself, it's been a pleasure.